Stutz missed the same spot, down and in. Comes a 3-1 from Stutz. Swing and a miss. Load up the count, 3-2, 2 outs. Stutz has a chance to get her team out of this one without any more damage done. Here in the top of the second, Pinnacle scored 3 so far, and that's where the Pumas are hoping to stop it. And with the full count, we'll see what Stutz goes with. Grounder over to Crayson, throw to first, and they're going to get the out without any other damage done. Pinnacle scores 3. The Pumas were able to get out of that one. Strand 2 for Pinnacle, and we'll be right back to start the bottom of the second. Earlier this week, we were able to talk to some of the Pumas seniors and the coach. This is what Kylie Huff had to say about playing here for the Pumas these last couple of years and what it's meant to play for Perry softball. Here's what she had to say.
My favorite part would probably have to be playing with all of my friends and getting to learn from my great coaches. There's too many, honestly. There's a lot. I love our hacky sack games. Those are fun. I don't like it when Chloe throws it at me, though. I really like Bullhead City. Bullhead City is so much fun, and I just love playing with my friends. It plays a big role in my life. It has really helped me grow, like softball-wise and socially. Yeah. I would just tell them to always do their best and to listen to their coaches because they know what they're doing, and to have fun and not to put too much pressure and stress on yourself because it definitely won't help in the long run. I'm excited to play them, actually. I know that if everyone shows up and does their job that we'll be able to win and play how we're supposed to, so I'm excited. It's kind of scary, I guess. I don't know. I haven't, I don't know. I don't like change that much, but I'm excited to do it, and it'll be a really emotional night, but I'll also be happy, so.
And we're ready to go. Back here, bottom of the second. Gonna start it off for a fastball, strike 1. That one, grounder, bobbled by the shortstop. She's going to get there, and that's going to be a leadoff single for the Pumas.
Now for your Pumas center fielder, number 13, Sienna Reed.
Number 13, Sienna Reed, coming up next for the Pumas. Number 13, the freshman. Batting .354 this year. 23 hits on the season. 2 home runs for her. Not a bad year so far at the plate. See if she can get anything else going for the Pumas with 1 runner on. Swing and a miss on a high one. Takes that one a little up for a ball, make the count even at 1s. Sienna Reed, 11 RBIs on the season. Takes that one for a strike. Gets behind 1-2 in the count. She thought it was a little bit inside. Off-speed pitch gets her, ball gets away. And that's going to be out number 1 for the Pumas. They'll hold their runner at first.
Next up for your Pumas, first baseman, number 12, Brittany Spencer.
One out for Brentley Spencer. She takes one high. Start off her count 1-0. Spencer this year batting .472, 17 hits for her this year and 12 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike one, even up the count at ones. Spencer takes that one right down the middle, looking for strike two. Should even up the count at twos. Takes that one high to load up the count for Spencer, 3-2. Full count to Spencer. Could be definitely looking at some off speed here. We'll see what she goes with. It's a low fastball. Gets away for the first baseman. Picked back up by the second baseman. They're going to get out number two. But Cates is going to advance to second, and that'll put the Pumas' first runner in scoring position for this game. That's going to bring up number 15, Aubrey Foley, the right fielder. Two down for the Pumas, a runner in scoring position as Foley digs in at the plate. Going to take that one. Strike one looking. She lets that one go low and in the dirt. Comes the 1-1. Takes that fastball. For strike number two. One and two, she's down to her last strike. Pinnacle has a little room to work for in the count. We'll see what she goes with. Reiser gets her strike number three. We're going to go to the break. Go back to Kylie Huff. Talked a little bit about how she felt coming into this game after she got to play last year in the semifinals against Pinnacle. This is what she had to say this week about playing Pinnacle this afternoon.
I'm excited to play them, actually. I know that if everyone shows up and does their job, that we'll be able to win and play how we're supposed to, so I'm excited. It's kind of scary, I guess. I don't know. I haven't, I don't know. I don't like change that much, but I'm excited to do it, and it'll be a really emotional night, but I'll also be happy, so.
Leading off the top of the third for the Pioneers is the center fielder, number 8, Taylor Fawcett.
Let's go, Ted. Come on in.
Number 13.
Good pick. Right out, Ted. Here we go. 4, 5, 6.
Excuse me, number 8, Taylor Fawcett ready to go here. Started off for Pinnacle. Top of the third, Pinnacle leads it 3-0. one's going to catch her for a strike, make the count 3-1.
For a 50 light. Look in that spot.
3-1, the count. Swing and a miss. Stutzel loaded up 3-2. Fastball dropped fast. She's going to head down the baseline.
Nice up for Pinnacle, number 3, Grace Rudolph.
Get him 3 right here.
It's going to bring up number 3, Grace Rudolph. So 1 on now for Pinnacle. That one hit into left field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. She's going to round and go to third, and she's going to come home. And Pinnacle's going to take the lead of 4-0 on that stand-up double. Hit right down the line in left.
Next up, first baseman, number 23.
Number 23, Kalen Walski. First baseman will be up for the Pioneers. No outs here. Pinnacle's put 1 on so far this inning. And a runner on second. Good pitch from Stutz, just misses. Going to be ball 1. So with that double into left, Pinnacle adds on another run. Start off this third inning. They lead at 4-3, no outs with a runner on second. That one popped up foul over the right side, out of play. Foul back. Sage gets ahead in the count quick. 1-2. That one going to be foul over to the right side. And the count's going to stay at 1-2. One and two, the count to Walski. Grounder right over to Crayson. Throws to first, and that's going to be out number 1. As number 3, Grace Rudolph, advances to third. And Pinnacle just 60 feet away from taking a 5-0 lead.
Next up, for Pinnacle, second baseman, number 13, Tamia Yellowman.
Number 13, Tamia Yellowman, the second baseman, coming up now for Pinnacle. She'll dig in at the plate and await her first pitch from Stutz. That one going to be taken high on the riser, ball 1. Foul back, even up the count at 1s. One and one count with 1 out. I'm going to be fouled back, make the count 1-2. Stutz go after a strikeout here, try to get it to 2 outs. But if a ground ball happen, you can get that third out. Try to hold that Pinnacle run from scoring over there at third. We'll see what Stutz goes with here in 1 and 2. Here it comes from Stutz. Grounder over to third. They get the out, and they're able to hold the runner at third. So now with 2 outs, Perry has a chance to keep that runner stranded at third. Reese Berlin, number 15, coming up to the plate now, batting .347 on the season. She has 2 outs here in the top of the third. And she'll take strike one looking from Stutz. Good fastball caught right in the zone. Oh, and 1. Just misses on that one. Even up the count at 1s. 1-1 count from Stutz. Fouled off the catcher and off the umpire's mask. Sage has her now 1-2. 2 outs. Chance for the Pumas to get out of this one with any more damage. Hold that runner at third. See if they can just hold Pinnacle to 1 this inning. Get out there in the bottom of the third. Here it comes. That one popped up over to the left side. Chloe Crayson under it, and she makes the grab. Pumas get out of that one with only 1 run done for Pinnacle. We're going to be right back for the bottom of the third. During the break, got to talk to Sage Stutz, the pitcher this week, see what it's meant to her to play as a senior this year. We're going to let her take it here between innings. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365.
I like to play with all my friends. I'm very close with all my teammates, so that has been really fun. I love playing at school because you just get to hear about it from your teachers, and other students around you care about how you're playing. I have a few. I would say my favorite memories are beating Hamilton back-to-back and then beating Pinnacle in a very tough game last year. And also, I have had the most eventful at-bats, so that's one of my favorite parts. Like our whole fans got kicked out in one game. Another game against Hamilton at Hamilton, a man ran through our field and he was being chased by the cops, so that was pretty fun. It's meant a lot to me because it's made me grow as a player and a person. I've learned a lot about myself and how sometimes things can be very difficult, but playing at Perry and our teams, we've always been able to bounce back very well after having a rough inning or like a rough game, bouncing back the next game. So my advice would just to be have fun, make jokes, but take it seriously because it's bragging rights. I mean, I'm very competitive, so I always want to win, but don't take it too seriously and play your heart out.
Number 2 will start it off here for the Pumas. Bottom of the third. Ashley Cush. Get it. Take high. Even up the count at 1s. Cush on the season, batting .303, 10 hits, 6 RBIs, no home runs yet. Takes that one in there for a strike, just on the lower side. She'll get behind in the count 1-2. Ground that one foul. Same looking pitch. She was able to protect on that one, foul it off over to the right side, keep herself alive, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Strike 3 got her. That's going to be the first one down. Pumas will be back to the top of their lineup, excuse me. Sage Stutz coming up to the plate for the Pumas.
Back to the top of the lineup for your Pumas.
Sage Stutz this year batting .378, 13 RBIs, 28 hits on the season. Been a good year for Stutz, her final year playing here for the Pumas. She's had a good 4 years, as you just heard there during the break. As we talked to her earlier this week, says she's really enjoyed her time. It's been a great experience during high school. One and 0 will be the count after the illegal pitch. Takes that one for a strike, even up the count at ones. Sage recently signed to go play Division I softball next year at St. Joe's. Swing and a miss on that one for strike 2. So it should be an exciting future for Sage Stutz, and can't wait to see what she does at the college level. 1 and 2. Takes that one in the dirt. Off speed, loads up the, evens up the count, 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Stutz. That one's popped up in the infield. Gonna be out number 2 for the Pumas. It'll bring up number 11, Chloe Crayson. Chloe 0 for 1 so far today. Strikeout looking in the first.
Shortstop number 11, Chloe Grayson.
Chloe batting .568 this season, 12 home runs. It's been a good year so far for her. .40 RBIs this year so far for Chloe Crayson. It's been a good season for her so far. Here comes 0-1 to Crayson. High on the changeup. It looks like the pitcher might have caught her leg on that one. Evens up the count at ones. Swing and a miss on the rise ball to Crayson. Gets behind in the count, 1 and 2. Able to foul that one off on the fastball. The speed from Morgan Smith today, something the Pumas haven't seen quite as much this season. Looks like it might be affecting them a little bit at the plate. We'll see if this game goes on. They can get adjusted to that, or if that's something that's going to hurt them today in this game. Grayson takes off on that one. The throw, it's going to be missed, and she's going to be on first. No contact on the swing. Pitch goes wild. She's going to make her way down to first. Pumas have 1 on, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up number 17, Kylie Huff.
Stepping up to the plate for your Pumas, third baseman, number 7, Kylie Huff.
Kylie Huff, another one of the Pumas, had a good year at the plate so far. 37 RBIs, 11 home runs after a few big games this last week. Batting .333, and like I said, last week named 6A Player of the Week. Swing and a miss on that one for strike 1. Oh and 1 with 2 outs to Huff. 2 quick fastballs, 2 quick swings. Gets her down in the count, 0 and 2. We talked to Coach Hehe before this game, kind of asked him how he thought the Pumas were doing coming into this game. After, like I said, losing to Pinnacle last year in the semifinals, you know, what he thought about this matchup. Chloe Crayson goes, no throw, and she's going to be in scoring position. So we're going to let you know what he had to say during the break. about what he thought his team, how they were feeling coming into this game today against Pinnacle. So we'll go ahead and show you that interview during the break. 1 and 2 for Huff, 2 outs. Swings and fouls it off over to the third base side. So with Chloe Crayson in scoring position, here comes the 1 and 2 pitch to Huff. Swinging a little grounder back to the pitcher. Throw's going to be over to first. Might have been a foul off at the plate. Not sure what the call was. They're going to send Chloe Crayson back to second and Kylie Huff back to the plate. Looks like they're going to call it that it was fouled off there at the plate. Pinnacle coach comes out. Has a few words with the ump. We're going to set back up with a 1 and 2 count for Kylie Huff at the plate. Swing and foul back off over to third. Kylie Huff will continue to fight up there at the plate for the Pumas. Here comes the 1 and 2 to Huff. Foul off again over the third base side on the off speed. She's able to wait on it. Kylie Huff gonna stay in there and fight. 1 and 2 the count, 2 outs. That one she's able to foul off again. Those last foul balls, we got to be on pitch 8 or 9 by now. That one rolls over to first, and that's going to be out number 3. Pumas can't get anything going. That runner on second. Kylie Huff grounds out, and that's going to be out number 3. Go ahead and let Coach Rob Hehe talk to you during the break about how he thought the Pumas would play during this game.
I probably can't give you enough accolades. They're tremendous. Kylie Huff, Chloe Crayson, Sammy Gorja, Sage Stutz, Aubrey didn't play for us last year, but she's in and contributing at a very high level. All 5 of those kids, without those 5 kids, we're not in contention. It's always hard knowing that the end is near. I'm sure there'll be some emotions from their side, also from mine as well. It's always hard to say goodbye to kids. You get into this knowing that it's going to happen, but somewhere down the road you kind of forget about it, and then at the end when it hits you, it's a little hard to handle. We're an extremely talented team. I don't believe there's any team out there better than us. It all boils down to us going out and executing at the level that we're capable of doing. We have the tendency occasionally to play down a level to whatever team we're playing. With a team like that you know is good, typically we're there and we're in the moment and we're playing well. So I feel really good about it. I think this is, if everything works out the right way, this is the year that Perry wins the state title.
Number 11 started off for Pinnacle here, top of the 4th. If you're just joining, Pinnacle currently leads at 4-0. That one hit deep into right field, just off the fence. It's going to be fair. She's going to round for a double and be sliding in at second, leadoff double for Pinnacle. Number 11, Kiersey McLean.
Back to the top of the lineup for Right fielder number 7, Sydney Smith.
Right fielder next up, number 7, Sydney Smith. And 3 innings in a row now. Pinnacle has a leadoff run scoring position with no outs.
Make sure it's through. Pitcher to here. Back to the pitcher.
Sydney Smith batting .358 so far on the year. Grounder over to throw and get the out at first, and they're able to hold that runner at second. Good play there for Huff.
Now for Pinnacle, number 12, Emma Bullard.
Bring up number 12, Emma Bullard. Batting .449 on the season, 31 hits, 19 RBIs. With a couple, make that 3 home runs for her on the season. Pinnacle coach goes over, and they're going to get a runner for number 11 up there at second.
Bench running for the Pioneers, number 18, Paige Champier.
One out. Heads up and on your toes.
And here comes Bullard, digs in at the plate.
Come on, man. One out.
Gonna take that one for a ball. One and 0 started off for Bullard. Ripped back to Stutz. Gorge is gonna get it over to first. They're gonna call her safe. Close play over there at first. Both one out. Pinnacle's gonna have runners on the corners. Sets up a double play option though for the Pumas.
Next up for the Pioneers, number 2, Morgan Smith.
Bring up number 2, Morgan Smith.
Back early, Mo. Come on, kid.
Smith this year batting .540, 34 hits so far this year, 32 RBIs and 7 home runs. So between the pitching and the batting, Smith, definitely one powerful player. And there's a deep hit, right field. She's gonna tag and come home. Throw is gonna be cut off, and they'll keep her at first. 2 outs, Pinnacle puts one more on the board. Make it 5-0 Pinnacle. Like I said, between the batting and the pitching, Smith, one powerful player here for the Pioneers. And we've seen it so far on the mound tonight. Held the Pumas to just 2 hits so far. Puts number 8 at the plate, Taylor Fawcett, with 2 outs. Fawcett batting .528, 38 hits. That one fouled just over to the right side. Right over there by my 2 cameramen this afternoon, Hunter Thompson and Alex Martinez. Trying to stay alive up there without getting hit. Just misses the zone on that one for a ball, make the count even at 1-1. Comes the 1-1 from Stutz. Goes with the same pitch, able to find the strike zone that time, make it 1-2. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just a runner on first for Pinnacle. Runner goes, the throw. Chloe Crayston's got her at second. What a throw from the plate, and that's gonna be out number 3 for the Pumas. They'll get out of the top of the 4th. 1 run scored for Pinnacle. They lead it 5-0. We're gonna go ahead and send it to Sammy Gorgia during the break, find out what she had to say about playing for the Pumas these last couple of years. Here she is.
Throughout my years of playing at Perry softball, I've met my best friends ever. I've had the same friends for 4 years for the amount of time I played here. And it's just making new relationships and being able to play softball for my school has been really fun. My favorite memory, probably we go to a tournament in Bullhead City and we bring the Wii. So we have team bonding playing Wii in the hotel room, which is really fun. And I've also had the same throwing partner for 4 years. So that's been really nice. Perry softball has made such a big impact. I've grown more as a person, I've grown more as a player, and I've gotten better, good coaching, great friends. I've learned how to be a good teammate, just basically helped me through my next steps in life. Have fun, relax, don't be too hard on yourself because trust me, it's not gonna help you in the long run. So just have fun, but take it seriously, but still have a good time.
We're back, ready to go here in the bottom of the fourth. See if Pumas.
Fourth for your Pumas, second baseman, number 6.
Number 6, Sammy Gorgia going to lead it off for the Pumas here in the bottom of the fourth. See if they can't get their bats going here, get a few runs on the board. Sammy Gorgia will lead it off. Batting .342 on the season, 25 hits and 10 RBIs. It's been a good year for Gorgia. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Easy throw over, and that's going to be out number 1.
Next up for your Pumas left fielder, number 14, Kaylee.
So with 1 out, it's going to bring up the left fielder, number 13, Sienna Reed. Reed so far this season batting .354, 23 hits on 11 RBIs. Takes that one for strike 2 looking. 2 quick strikes on her. And like I said earlier, Morgan Smith definitely brings a little more speed that the Pumas haven't seen as much this year. And so far, it's like they still haven't quite adapted to that. Swing and a miss. That one's in the dirt. She'll run down. They get the throw. That's going to be out in number 2. But like I was saying, that speed is something Pumas may have not seen quite as much of this season, and definitely affecting them a little bit. Here still in the 4th inning. See if they can't get adapted and get their bats going a little bit. They trail at 5-0 right now. With 2 outs, that brings up Sienna Reed. Excuse me. Yes, number 13, Sienna Reed, the freshman. Swing and a miss, 2 quick strikes, high fastball. That's a pitch the Pumas have been going after all day. That one grounded over to short. She gets the grab, gets the throw, and that's out number 3.
For the Pumas, no hits, no runs, no one left. Getting off the top of the fifth for Pinnacle. Center fielder number 8, Taylor Fawcett.
That hit deep, right center field. It's going to be over the fence and gone. Solo home run for Taylor Fawcett. 12 home runs already on the season. Make that one her 13th. And that's going to give Pinnacle the 6-0 lead here to start off the top of the fifth.
Next up, number 3, Grace Rudolph.
Brings up number 3, Grace Rudolph. 460 with 29 hits so far. Takes first one for a strike.
Ready to go right here.
That one grounded over to Huff. Takes the grounder. Good throw, good catch. 2 quick outs.
Next up for the Pioneers, number 23, Kaylin Walski.
Let's go, Kay.
So 2 outs. And with the leadoff for home run, Pinnacle tacks on another one this inning. Takes the lead 6-0. Really just looking for Perry to get their bats going. Haven't seen a whole lot of action so far. Takes that one for a strike. Number 23, Kaylin Walski, up at the plate for the Pumas. Oh, and 1 the count. Grinded right back to Sage Stutz, excuse me. Hit right back to Sage Stutz. It's going to be 2 quick outs for the Pumas. And they'll have 1 more to get. It'll be Tamia Yellowman, the third baseman, number 13. A little bit of a shade coming in now here in the top of the fifth. Get a little light cloud to start covering that sun. Give us a little break from that direct sunlight. A little bit of a breeze definitely feels good to get a little cool blast over here in left field. One and one from Stutz with 2 outs. Yellowman at the plate. Off speed, hitting to right, it's gonna drop for throws over to first, under the catcher. And on that error, she's going to get to second, a rounded look, and that's where she'll stay. Brentley Spencer not ready for the throw over there at first. Might have had the out. It would have been really close, really tough play. She wasn't ready for the throw, so it went all the way home and under the catcher. And just like normal, every time we think we're getting a nice break from the heat, that sun comes back out from behind that cloud and it's hot again. And there's gonna be an out called. Rob Hehe comes out and talks to the umpire. He saw something he didn't like. And the umpires are gonna agree. That's out number 3. We're going to go ahead and show you a quick interview we had with Chloe Crayson earlier this week. Let her talk to you about how she felt about the game and how she's felt playing for Perry this year. Here she is, Chloe Crayson.
Going to Bullhead each year and getting to just bond more with the girls and just having fun playing up there and traveling with them. My all-time favorite would be playing Pinnacle and hitting.
0-1. That one's going to hit her. Coach Hehe going to get out there immediately and make sure his player's okay. She's down now. We're going to get our athletic trainer out there, Miss Getz, take a look, make sure Spencer is okay. They get Spencer up, get her off into the dugout. Miss Getz going to give her a look, make sure that arm is okay. It looked like it hit her right around the elbow. Right in the middle of the arm, maybe. We'll wait to see who Rob Hehe's going to put on first. Going to be number 0 for the Pumas, Elise Enriquez.
Stepping in as a pinch hitter for your Pumas, number 22, Jennifer Singh.
Jennifer Singh, the junior, going to come in as a pinch hitter. Swing and a miss on that low fastball, strike one. That one fouled back. They get a quick 0-2 count for Singh. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the fastball. It gets her for out number 1. Gonna bring up number 16, Cheyenne Becker, to the plate.
Stepping in as a pinch hitter.
We're gonna get another pinch hitter.
Cheyenne Becker.
Becker so far this season batting .341, 14 hits, 17 RBIs. On 41 at-bats. Been a pretty good season for her. The at-bat she's been able to take here for the Pumas. See if she can't bring that number up here. 1 home run for her so far on the season. She takes that one for strike 1 right down the middle on the fastball. 0-1, 1 out for Cheyenne Becker. That one's going to be low for ball 1. Evens up the count at 1-1. Ball gets away. That's going to move Enriquez up to second into scoring position with 1 out. Britley Spencer has stepped over to the side. Looks like she's getting some throws in. Looks like that arm's doing okay. Good to see for the Pumas. Evens up the count at 2-2 with that strike for Becker. Yep, Cheyenne Becker gets a few throws in, make sure that arm's doing okay over in the bullpen. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Strike 3 will get her. 2 outs here for the Pumas. And that's going to be back to the top of the lineup for the Pumas.
Number 10, Sage.
Number 10, Sage Stutz will be up. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Pumas really need to get something going here with the bats. Sage Stutz trying to make that happen. We'll see what she can do. 2 outs. Takes that one high for ball 1. That strike, it evens up the count, 1-1. Fastball moving up on Stutz, gets her swinging 1-2. 2 outs, Pumas down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 5th. Gets her strike 3, looking down on the inside corner. Strike number 3. During the break, we're going to send it. Sammy Gorgia, tell you what she has thought playing for the Pumas these last 4 years. We'll head to that during the break. Excuse me, what Sammy Gorgia thought about coming up against Pinnacle this evening. Sorry, a little bit of a mix-up there. Sammy Gorgia.
As long as we can work together as a team and just not work like individually, I think we'll do really well, and I think we'll have a good outcome. It's going to be really emotional. It's going to be sad. It's very realistic to know that we're all going to move on. It's just going to be a very overall emotional game for everyone.
Top of the 6th for the Pioneers is number 15, Reese Buerline.
It'll be number 15, started off for Pinnacle, Reese Berlin. Pumas get one on there, couldn't get anything moving. Sage Stutz it off of the ball. Good pitch in there for Stutz. Had a couple of those missed today. Starts off the count 1-0. When the Pumas start the bottom of the 6th, they'll be one into the top of their lineup. There's a line drive into right field. It's going to be a leadoff single for Pinnacle. As you see, number 12, Brentley Spencer, back out there for the Pumas, playing over at first. Good to see her arm is doing okay after being hit by that pitch. One on, no outs. Top of the 6th for Pinnacle. They lead it 6-0. Perry in the bottom of the 6th, definitely going to need to get something going. Goes to the bunt. That one's back. It's going to be off the fence. Bunt gets down. Throw it to first, and that's going to be out number 1. Pioneers are able to move up Smith into scoring position.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Pioneers, right fielder.
And they're back up to the top of the lineup. It's going to be right fielder number 7, Sydney Smith, for the Pioneers.
Hey, find a good one.
Smith goes over and has a quick word with the coach as she'll dig in at the plate and await her first pitch from Stutz. This will be the final game of the regular season for the Pumas, not just at home, but their final regular season game. After today for Pinnacle, there's a grounder right up the middle into center field. They're going to send her home. And it's tried to cut off by Brentley Spencer. It would have been a tough play at the plate. And that's going to put one in for Pinnacle, give them a 7-0 lead. Like I was saying, after today, Pinnacle plays one more game next week on Tuesday, and that one's going to be at Mountain Ridge. So Puma's done for the season. Puma's done for the season. Pinnacle has one more game to be played, then we're going to get into playoff action here in Arizona as the school year begins to run down. Not that we're counting or anything. Sage gets her 0-2 down in the count. Number 12 fouls it back, keep her at the 0-2 count. So as we come into playoffs for all our spring sports, boys volleyball, girls softball, baseball, all getting ready to head into playoffs. School year winds down. I know me and my two cameramen, Alex Martinez and Hunter Thompson, ready to graduate. It's been one heck of a ride here at Perry. Amazing time here broadcasting and getting to enjoy all school sports. My director, Grant Woodford, has a few more years to go. Our freshman in there doing one heck of a job behind the monitor. Two outs, it'll be number 2, Smith at the plate. Grounded over to Kylie Huff, throw over to first. It's out number 3, Pumas get out of it quick, but not without one more run going up on the board. Pinnacle leads it 7-0. Pumas are gonna start, they gotta start it up now. They're down 7. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365.
I'm excited because I want to see how their team really is, because I know they lost a lot of seniors that were very impactful for their team. So I really want to see how they are without those players. I have a good feeling that we can do pretty good against Pinnacle because we have such a good team this year. As long as we play defense and just hit the ball, we should be good. It's very realistic because that's our senior night game, and I've been on varsity for 4 years, so I've watched other senior nights, but it hasn't ever been my senior night. So it's very shocking, and it makes me realize how fast these 4 years have gone by.
Number 11, Chloe Crayson. We're ready to start it off. Bottom of the 6th here at Perry High School. The Pumas are going to get it going. Now's their time. Chloe Crayson's going to start it off. She's 0 for 2 on the day, hoping to get something going here. Number 2, Smith, still out there on the mound for Pinnacle. That one popped back and going to be foul. Chloe Crayson will start it off 0-1. They're going to say she didn't go on that one. Even up the count for Crayson, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. 1-2 count for Crayson. Third time she's been in this position today. And the first 2 did not end in her favor. See if she can change it up here. Swing and a miss. Throw it down, and that's going to be out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th here for the Pumas. It'll bring up number 17, the senior, Kylie Huff.
Third baseman, number 17, Kylie Huff.
As you heard in a few of those interviews, Kylie Huff has immensely enjoyed her time playing here for a Perry Puma. I've gotten to know Kylie over the last 2 years between filming the documentary last year and then being out here at all these games this year. Definitely a fun person to be around, and I know the Pumas are going to miss her here on this team. One out, Kylie Huff digs in at the plate, 0-1 the count. That one popped up into right field, up in the sun. She doesn't lose it, she tracks it down. That's out number 2. Sun's been in and out of the clouds this afternoon. Little shade every now and then. They still got the shades out there in the outfield. Make sure they track those balls down. That'll put number 6, Sammy Gorgia, at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the high fastball. That's something Smith's been going after with the Pumas all night, and for the most part, she's been successful. 0-1, 2 outs for Gorgia. Strike 2, swing and a miss in the dirt. First one high, second one really low. Brings her up quick with an 0-2 count. And we get a time call. Sammy Gorgia steps out for a minute, takes a practice swing or 2, and she'll step right back in. 0-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Takes it high, ball number 1. One and 2 to Gorgia. Low and in the dirt, she's able to hold off for ball 2. Looked like she thought about going, was able to stop herself before she turned into it, and that loads up the count, evens up the count, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the fastball. 3 quick and easy outs for Pinnacle. Pumas down to 1 inning. If they want to get anything going, they got to stop Pinnacle here in the top of the 7th. We'll be right back here on Perry Live 365. And we're ready to start it off. Here in the top of the 7th, it'll be number 8. Pinnacle leads it 7-0. Number 8, Taylor Fawcett, ready to start it off here for the Pioneers. Stud's still out there for the Pumas. That one popped up into left. It's going to go right over my head. little bit more of an arm span, and maybe I could have gotten to that one. That one's going to be foul for strike number 1. Number 8. 0-1 the count, no outs.
Great eye. See this one down. Come on, hey, ready to roll.
One and 2 the count, no outs. Ball just misses. Good pitch from Stutz. Just misses on the inside corner.
Hey, ready for anything, too? Ready?
Load up the count.
Ready for anything?
2 and 2. That one's going to miss just outside. That one will load up the count, 3 and 2. Full count, off-speed pitch, gets her. Sage Stutz. What a pitch on a full count. Gets her looking. That's going to be out number 1 for the Pumas here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up number 3, Grace Rudolph.
Hey, get her, Grace. Come on, kid, on base now.
That one going to be fouled over just on the right, on the third base side.
Go, Grace.
I'm going to be called strike. 0-2 the count with 1 out. Sage Stutz has a little room to work here in the count. Maybe give her something off speed. Something to get her to go. Sage doesn't want to give away a base runner here. Down 7-0 in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's going to be out number 2. Puma's going to send it around and look for one more quick out. Try to get out of the top of this 7th and look for a big rally here in the bottom of the 7th. Senior night here from Perry and a big final game of the season. We remember back to last year on senior night. Pumas down 2 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 on. The senior last year, Jill Lagoska, on an 0-2 pitch, was able to hit one out of the park and walk it off on senior night. We were out here broadcasting that game. What a game to remember. Quite a fun night on senior night and a cool way to end it for the Pumas. We'll see if they can't start up a rally here tonight in the bottom of the 7th. Off speed just misses, make it a 1-1 count. Number 23 at the plate, Kaylin Walski for the Pumas. Popped up. And out number 3, catcher makes the catch. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Pumas. Need a big rally. We'll see what they can get going. We'll be right back here in just a second on Perry Live 365.
Kaylee Cates.
Kaylee Cates gonna start it off here. Welcome back. Perry Live 365. We're going into the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Pumas to get something going, try to get a rally started. They're down 7. It's gonna take something big. Kaylee Cates will start it off for the Pumas. We'll see what they can get going here. JV and freshman baseball also playing Pinnacle here this afternoon. Kaylee Cates starts it off with a high one up and inside. Takes that one low for ball number 2. Started off with a 2-0 count from Smith. That one going to be low for ball 3 from Smith. First 3-0 count we've seen from Smith all day. A little bit of a shift on here for Pinnacle. They move their outfield around just a little bit. Going to take that one low for ball 4. She takes 4 balls in a row, and that's going to give the Pumas a no-out base runner. From what I can just see from up here, it looks like freshman baseball just ended. And the last I heard, they were ahead in that game. One on for the Pumas. Takes that one high for ball 1. Gonna take that one for strike 1. Hits a nice inside spot for Smith. Make the count 1-1. No outs here in the bottom of the 7th for the Pumas. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Number 13, Sienna Reed, now down in the count, 1-2. See what Smith sends her here. A little room to work in the count. That one going to be low and in the dirt. Evens up the count at 2s. Smith steps back in. We'll take that one high, load up the count, 3-2. Here comes from Smith. Swing and a miss, strike 3, gets her on the inside. That's going to be out number 1. And Pinnacle 2 outs away from getting the win here at Perry. Their second to last game of the season. Going to be number 12, Brentley Spencer, the junior first baseman up at the plate for Perry. Gonna take that one for strike 1. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Pumas down to their final 2 outs. That one's high, it gets away. That's gonna move Kaylee Cates up to second base with 1 out. With 1 out, Pumas will have 1 in scoring position. One and one out. Here comes from Smith. That one's gonna be fouled back. 1-2 count now. She's down to her last strike. See what Smith comes with on 1-2. Off speed, that one grounded over to second. It's bobbled. They don't have the ball, and they're going to be called safe. Runner comes in, and Perry's going to be on the board. Pumas going to be on the board. Bobbled over there at first. Still down 6, but that drops the shutout for the evening. And another runner on first, and the Pumas able to avoid the out. Pumas still have step in with 1 out. Takes it high for ball 1 on pitch 1. Cheyenne Becker steps in for the Pumas. Takes that one high for ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the fastball. Fastball right down the middle. Two and 1. Holds back on that one. It's going to be taken high. 3-1 count. See if Pumas can't get another runner on base here. 3-1. 3-1 going to be taken down the middle on the fastball for a strike. Loads up the count at 3-2. 1 out for Cheyenne Becker, the junior at the plate for the Pumas. Now we're going to be foul off over the first base side. Keep herself alive at the plate. Full count. Three and 2, 1 out. That one popped up into center. She's under it, and she's got the catch. That's out 2, and Pumas have 1 out remaining here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 on.
Now for your Pumas, catcher number 2, Ashley Cush.
It'll be number 2, Ashley Cush, the catcher. Should put Sage Stutz in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the fastball. That one low and in the dirt. Ball 1, even up the count. One and 1 the count. Here it comes from Smith. Gonna take that one low and inside for a strike. Another fastball. Oh, 0-2 the count. Here it comes from Smith. Gets her on the off speed. It's gonna come across the little high, make it a 1-2 count. 1-2, Pumas down to their final strike here in this one against Pinnacle. Swing and a miss, got her. That's going to be the ball game. Pumas able to get themselves on the board here in the bottom of the 7th, but that's going to end it.
Okay. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stick around for the Senior Day activities.
We're going to go ahead and let the 2 teams shake hands, and we're going to keep it here on Perry Live 365. Go ahead and bring you our senior night here from Perry High School. Our final score here today, Pinnacle 7, Perry 1. Perry going to go to a record of 18-7. Pinnacle going to go to a record of 20-3. Pumas just didn't quite bring their bats alive today, this afternoon, like they were looking to. And now they're going to get some time to practice and prepare for playoffs We'll see coming into this weekend and the beginning of next week what the rankings are. We're going to bring it back here in just a second here on Perry Live 365 for senior night. Stick around.
Softball players.
Play the game, put that into realization of game time. We didn't do that. We still were trying to make our normal swing. It's not going to work. Anytime you see something like this, you have to adapt. You have to change. The shortening becomes better, different. Okay? We can get it done. I know you can. We've done this before where we struggled. If you guys think back, the players that played here last year, you got to go through this. They did this to us in game one, right? They beat us 7-0. We worked our way through the class and through the loser bracket. We got to see them again. We beat them 5-1, right? We didn't score. I don't think we scored in the first game. It was a 7-1 game. In the second game, we beat them 5-1. We made changes. We have to. We're going to beat that. We have to change. All right? Keep your heads up. Make your changes and
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you'll direct your attention to the field as we honor the class of 2018 Perry Puma softball seniors.
Okay, girls get numerical order seniors.
Sammy's first.
The senior we want to recognize is second baseman number 6, Sammy Gorgia. Sammy has played varsity for 2 years and 2 years of JV. She's being escorted by her parents, Michael and Christy Gorgia. Sammy's most memorable moment of high school was playing the Wii in Bullhead City and having the same throwing partner for 4 years. One more time. We're going to start over. First senior we want to honor is second baseman, number 6, Sammy Gorgia. Sammy played 2 years of JV and 2 years of varsity. She's being escorted by her parents, Michael and Christy Gorgia. Her most memorable moment was playing the Wii in Bullhead City and having the same throwing partner for 4 years. Her advice for the underclassmen is to make the best of each opportunity you are given. Always have fun and have your teammates back because they can end up being your closest friends for the next few years. After high school, she plans on playing softball at Linwood University and majoring in criminology. Ladies and gentlemen, senior number 6, Sammy Gorgia. Our next senior. Our next senior. Pitcher number 10, Sage Stutz. Sage has played 4 years of varsity at Perry High School. She's being escorted by her parents, Tim and Angela Stutz. Her most memorable moment is when they beat Hamilton back-to-back, pitching My Heart Is to Be Pinnacle, going to Bullhead City, and getting to play with the most amazing teammates. Oh, also having the most eventful at-bats, where our entire parent section got thrown out and having a criminal hop the fence, run through our field, and still managed to get away from the cops. Her advice for underclassmen, always play your hardest on the field, be confident in all that you do, make the most of the time you have together, and don't forget to joke around sometimes. After high school, she plans on attending St. Joseph's University to further her education and softball career. Thank you to everyone for the past 4 years. It has truly been an amazing journey, and I will never forget it. Ladies and gentlemen, pitcher number 10, Sage Stutz. Our next senior, shortstop, number 11, Chloe Crayson. Chloe played 1 year of JV and 3 years of varsity. She's being escorted by her parents, Mark and Shelley Grayson. The most memorable moment in high school, her favorite memory, was going to the wrong state for the Bullhead City tournament. Advice for underclassmen is to have fun and always be yourself. After high school, she plans on attending Central Arizona University to study psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, shortstop number 11, Chloe Crayson. Our next senior, second baseman number 15, Aubrey Foley. Aubrey played 2 years of JV and 1 year of varsity. She's being escorted by her parents, Kim Bundy and Ted Bundy. The most memorable moment of high school softball is getting to play a full year of softball with my best friend before she got back surgery. Advice for the underclassmen is don't take anything for granted. You never know when it will be the last time you do something. After high school, she plans on attending Northern Arizona University, studying criminology and law, and then later going into the police academy. Ladies and gentlemen, second baseman number 15, Aubrey Fowley. Our final senior we want to recognize, third baseman number 17, Kylie. Oh. Kylie played 2 years of JV and 2 years of varsity. She's being escorted by her parents, Josh and Shannon Huff. My favorite memory from Perry softball would have to be last year's first semifinal game against Pinnacle. But I also loved the things like having the best throwing partner, bus rides, hacky sack, our conjoining room in Bullhead City, Laney. This is advice for underclassmen. Always try hard and have fun. Don't get in your head, overthink things, because most of the time, it's not that serious. After high school, she plans on attending Dixie State University. I would like to thank my mom, my dad for coming to my games no matter what, Kobe and Cruz when they actually want to come, and I especially want to thank my grandpa and grandma for always coming to my tournaments and games and occasionally yelling at the umpires. I love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, third baseman, number 17, Kylie. Once again, folks, your seniors, Sammy, Sage, Chloe, Aubrey, and Kylie.